Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Rainbow Six Siege Operator Guide. Now in this video we're going to be taking a look at Goyo, the newest defender from the FES CTU. He can wield either the Vector 45 ACP SMG or the TCSG-12 shotgun as his primary weapon. His only secondary is the P229 handgun. As for his gadgets, he can use impact grenades or a nitro cell. But before we continue with the video, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it, and you'll always have some Rainbow Six Siege videos to watch. It's a win-win, so why not? And also go ahead and click that notification bell so you know you get alerts for all my newest videos. With that out of the way, let's begin. Starting off with his primaries, we have the Vector 45 ACP. This SMG deals the lowest damage in its class, but with the fastest fire rate in its class. So it doesn't deal that much damage, but it can put out a lot in a very short amount of time, making it a great spray weapon. Its only real downside is that its kick and magazine size. It has a lot of recoil, even with the vertical grip and a muzzle attachment. But I found that using the new extended barrel for it makes it a lot more controllable though, and I can actually somewhat control it and land my shots pretty accurately, even under the heat of a firefight. So I suggest the extended barrel. Also, it only has 25 rounds in a magazine, which you will spit out very quickly. My best advice is to use it in close quarters as always. Aim for the head if you can, but if the recoil is just giving you too hard of a time, just aim for the body and let the 1200 RPM fire rate take care of that. Next, we have the TCSG-12 shotgun. Now this shotgun is very unique since it fires slug rounds. This means it's less of a shotgun and more like a sniper rifle. You can literally throw in an ACOG if you want to. It deals high damage with an average fire rate in a 10 round magazine. And since it fires slugs, it has a lot of kick, so be prepared for that. Now if you choose this, I say just use it at longer ranges since it deals high damage and you can have that good old ACOG. Also, always aim for the head and try to one-tap, since if you go for a body shot, the recoil is going to throw you off. It's a decent weapon but requires a bit of practice to use effectively. Now he only has one secondary, the P229 handgun. It's average in pretty much every way. You just pull it out in a firefight instead of reloading. It's decent and will serve you well. Then we have the gadgets. He can use impacts or a nitro cell. Use the impacts to create a rotation hole, or take the nitro cell to give the attackers an explosive surprise. That's also kind of deadly. Finally, we have the best part of any new operator, his special ability. Goyo can deploy 3 Volcan shields. Now these shields from the outside appear to look like just your normal average deployable shield. But if you take a look behind it though, there's a giant fire pack attached to it. This pack can be shot to be detonated, or if the shield is destroyed in any way, the pack will still explode. Now once the pack is exploded, it creates an area of fire on the ground that lasts for about 10 seconds. Also, the fire covers an area roughly the size of a 6-meter square, and it deals 12 damage every half second that you stand in the fire, so it can kill very quickly. Other than that, you should know that it can be attached to doorways and that both Twitch and Thatcher's gadgets have no effect on the pack, so don't worry about any Twitch drones going after them. Now that we know what his ability is, what are some strategies? Now to me it's pretty clear that the Volcan shields are meant for area denial, so it's better to set them up in a way that could possibly delay any pushes. Now I suggest setting up the shields in doorways or hallways near the objective area, so if anyone gets a little too aggressive, you can just shoot the pack and prevent them from rushing. And the shields are great for preventing later or early round rushing as well. If you have an Ash or an IQ that's just speeding towards the objective, you can shoot your pack and hold them off. It's also important to communicate with your team. Once you break a pack, you can't advance on anyone, your team can't advance on anyone, everyone has to sit still. So if you let one of your roamers know where that enemy is, they can probably flank around and get them before your fire disappears, making some pretty cool plays. The only thing you need to be careful of is where you place them. Doorways to the objective area are always a good choice, but you have to remember that the attackers can also destroy your shield. Like let's say you placed one in a room that only has one way out, like one door out. This means you either trapped yourself in that room, or if an attacker destroys the shield, it could possibly kill you or a teammate. So what I'm saying is the shield works both ways, so make sure that it has a better chance of stopping or killing an attacker and not your own team. Moving on, we have the combos and counters. Now we're going to start with the combos. Goyo combos well with anyone that can make his shields more deadly, help him delay or stop any rushes, or anyone that can shoot the pack without being in too much danger. This means he combos extremely well with Capcom, Smoke, and Maestro. If Goyo attaches his shield into a doorway, then Capcom places a trap in that doorway, it makes one hell of a combo. If anyone vaults over that shield, it will trigger the trap, which deals damage and destroys the shield, creating the area of fire. This is basically an instant kill. Goyo and Smoke are both alive at the end of a round. They can hold off the attackers and win the game. Smoke can throw his smoke and block off some doorways, while Goyo can use his shields to block off others. Nobody's getting into that objective room. And then we have Maestro. He can simply use his evil eyes to break the pack safely, and he can break the pack while being anywhere on the map, just as long as he has his evil eyes set up right. I'm also going to mention that anyone with impact grenades or nitro cells can somewhat combo, since they can detonate the shield without actually having to see the pack, which can sometimes be useful. Then we have the counters, which are basically attackers with grenades or any explosive ability. Ash, Fuse, and Sophia are the big standouts, since they can safely take out the shield without being in any danger. Then we have Maverick and Sledge, who can also destroy the shields with their abilities, but they're at a ton of risk, so I really wouldn't suggest it. Then, like I said, any operator with grenades, they can just chuck a grenade at the shield and take it out safely. And that's going to be it for this video. I want to hear from you all. Do you like Goyo? Does his ability look useful? And was this video helpful to you? I don't know, so let me know down in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more amazing Rainbow Six Siege content. I'm the Battle Moon, and I will see you in the next siege.